Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a epic battle between the Galaxy S25 and the Pixel 9 Pro. Um, Both Google and Samsung, I feel like, really pulled out the stops this year around with their design, the materials they decided to use, and just the overall quality and dedication they put into their devices. Um, with that said, let's get things going. Now, as far as design goes, they both are using about roughly the same type of style. And personally, I like it. I think it's very refined, very like industrial, if you want to go ahead. But I went with the black on black. I personally like it's better. I mean, let me grab out some little smudges. But I mean, I like the design. Now, this one is the smaller variant, but the internals that you get between the this model and the larger one are exactly the same. There's no difference. Um, now, this one here is the 1 terabyte version. It also comes with 16 gigs of RAM. We will touch more on that a little bit later. As far as material goes, they're both using aluminum. They both use glass. Not much more we could talk about that. Um, This screen is a 6.8 dynamic AMOLED with 120 refresh rate, and this one is a 6.7 AMOLED with 120 hertz refresh rate. They're both IP68 dust and water resistant. This one's about 234 grams compared to the 210 grams. This one kind of just fits nicer in your hand if you ever you like that. Anyways, they're both running Android. Actually, sorry, they're not both running Android 15. This one is running Android 15 with One UI 7. This is also running the One UI 16 with a beta, but roughly there's not that big of a difference between the beta and Android 15 at this moment. There's like a few UI changes. Overall, they're going to be the same. Where they differ a lot is this one's running the Snapdragon Gen 4, the Elite chip, and this one is running Google's flavor of Tensor G4. Now, this one gets a lot of hate because of the G4. People that are into specs doesn't sit well with them because of the speed and overall. But I can tell you right now that this one, I have not had any issues with slowdown. I have not issues with overheating. They really put in the work on this one here. Now, continuing as far as camera goes, you're going to have on the Galaxy S25, you're going to have a 200 megapixel, a 50 megapixel, a 12, and a 10. This has the 10 times to 100 times optical zoom, and the front-facing camera is 40 megapixel. On the Google Pixel 9 Pro, you're running with 64, 50, and 12 with a 5 time to 30 times zoom. The telescoping lens on this one does wonders because it actually has a lot of AI built into it that'll clean up your images, and they're practically the same when you start recording. As far as video goes on both of them, they're both very nice, very clean. This one, they definitely improved the transition between zooming in. It's super smooth. You can barely notice it in comparison to, of course, Google. You're going to get that little jump. But overall, they're great cameras. You can see a lot of videos online about it. I just wanted to touch base a little bit about the cameras, and overall, I like the way this handles your photos, and I like the way this one handles video. I went to the Grammys, and I was able to zoom in and get some great shots out of this one. I was pretty far back though, so in my Instagram, you'll see like a little bit of pixelation, but overall, you were able to get a lot of good footage on this one. But that brings me up to our next topic. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to my very first sponsor, Smart Devil Screen Protectors. If you're going to get yourself a screen protector, you definitely want to go with something like Smart Devil Screen Protector. Um, I'm excited to have them a part of it, and we're going to continue. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply a screen protector with these guys. These guys are on top of it. They make a nice shatterproof screen protector, and it'll just keep your phone safe. If you're like me and don't like using cases, you definitely need one of these. And we're going to go in there and continue. All right, so let's get this started. It's supposed to be super easy, very convenient. We're going to just take it out of the box. And they have this design. I can't get enough of how easy this is. When you open up your thing, you're going to have your little box and stuff, your Smart Devil fingerprint recognition identification card, cleaning kit. And we're gonna do this real quick. As you know, those of you who have ever put on a screen protector before, you know that a lot of companies make it super hard. And well, first let's get rid of this fingerprint magnet of a screen protector. Well, it's in there. It's gonna give me house trouble today. There we go. Get rid of that. Just wipe it down real quick. Bam. Do a quick wipe. You're going to put this in there upside down like so. Actually, not upside down. Look at it. Put your hand, press, and pull. And look how quick and easy that was. Very nice. Again, I want to thank Smart Devil Screen Protectors for sending me out this and giving me my first sponsorship. You guys are the best, and as we'll continue. Thank you again, Smart Devil. Now, just before we get back, I will throw a link in my description where you can buy these. These are on Amazon. They sell them for all the major phones. You can get it for the S25. You can get it for the Pixel. You can get it for your iPhone. So check them out. All right, now getting back to it. One of the things that I want to talk about is software. Now, we both are seeing the news, what's going on with all the delays of One UI 7. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're pushing out Android 16 earlier than normal. Now, if you look online, you can typically see that Android doesn't get pushed out until September when they released the Pixel, but they brought it back up and they started their betas early. I think a lot of it is to address like the different AI features that Google wants to put into it, and they also probably want to announce Android with the upcoming Google I/O. Because of that, I think when they release the new Pixel phone, it's going to come with Android 16, of course, because if you remember, they were delayed, just like everybody else is delayed this year. I mean, you complain about Apple's AI being like the worst it is right now, and with all the feature changes that are coming, they're going to push it up. So that's why we're hearing things like One UI 8 is being worked on already, and this one just came out. So if you want quick updates, you're going to go with the Pixel on this one, because the day that Google releases their update is the day you get it. The day with Samsung, when they push out an update, you might get it right away, but it really comes down to the carrier and that they allow it. That for me, just not worth it. I love this phone. This phone's really cool, but I hate the fact that you have to wait for updates. And then if you get the Galaxy S26 next year, this one goes put on the back burner. It gets the updates, but it gets them much later than the new phone. So Samsung has a history of just delaying their updates. While Pixel is really like when it's released or when it's announced, it's out. And you can get all the betas right away with this. Sometimes this one you can get in the betas, but then they're delayed or they're on hold, or they only let so many people use it. So if you're love to live on the bleeding edge like I do, the Pixel's the way to go. So which one should you buy? Well, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is a very pricey phone, between $1,300. If you jump on their trade-in deals, you can save yourself some money there. If you wait a little bit, you can catch them on sale. You might be able to find some open box items to save a little bit more money at Best Buy, which is not sponsored by them, but that's some things I've done in the past. The Pixel phone is very competitive in its pricing right now. I think you can get this one for $800 right now, or you can get an open box item for $500. So definitely look into that if you're trying to save some money. You can get a flagship phone for $500. It's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. But if you want the best software experience and the photography, it's gonna have to go with the Pixel 9. This is, don't get me wrong, this is a great phone, has some great photos, takes some great videos, but at the end of the day, Google just has that nailed down. You cannot go wrong with just point and shoot. This is the best point and shoot camera you can get. Um, with that said, this doesn't do bad either. It does a great job, but for the price point, this is my choice. All right, well, tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment. Tell me which one your favorite phone is, and give me some requests or some questions, and I'll address them next time we're around. Thanks.